morning.
Good morning. Why are you recording all the people in the drive-thru here?
I'm trying to catch a Cybertruck.
You're trying to catch a Cybertruck?
Yeah.
Okay, so not a problem. You can catch a Cybertruck anywhere on the public roads and stuff like that, right? But that's private property, so you can't be reporting into private property. I understand that you're on the public grounds.
I am, yeah.
Right. And if you want to catch a Cybertruck, you certainly can. You can do that. You can report any of the traffic you want on Portage. You just can't be doing that on the private property where the people are working, right?
But I can see it from public though.
Sorry?
I can see it from public though, right?
You can see it from public, right? But when you're reporting into someone's private property, right? It'd be like if I went to your house and put a camera over your fence and started looking into your yard. That's private property, right?
That would be kind of intrusive. Yeah.
That would be intrusive, right?
This is a business.
I understand that.
A public business where people come and purchase coffee and donuts, and
I can appreciate that, right?
Yep.
But
The video opens with a tense interaction that highlights a growing issue. Police officers ignoring the public's constitutional right to record in public spaces. The narrator explains how a citizen, peacefully filming from a public easement, becomes the target of an officer whose ego overrides logic. Despite acknowledging that filming in public is legal, the officer shifts the rules, inventing boundaries that don't exist. This introduction emphasizes the importance of understanding civil rights and exposes how quickly authority can be abused when left unchecked, even during a simple act of recording.
I'm saying this is private property, right? And if your true intent is like what you said, is to catch a Cybertruck, 100%. I'm not saying you can't record in public. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying not into the private property of these people, right?
so I can face my camera that way.
If you want to go sit on this,
I can face my camera that way.
If you want to go into the public,
I can face my camera that way.
You want to walk down the sidewalk,
but just not this way.
Well, your whole intent is actually just to stand here and record all the traffic going through the drive-thru, right? It's a private business.
I want to catch a Cybertruck.
100%. And I told you, right? You can do that, just not right there. Does that make sense?
But this is a public easement right of way. This is a public right of way.
Yeah. Is there? What's this like?
Transparency. I'm just here to film in public. That's all.
Right. And have I said that you can't film in public? I just asked you not to film the private property.
Well, then I'm going to have to respectfully say I will decline that request of yours, because I want to catch everyone's reaction to me doing this.
Okay, so now you're causing mischief, right?
No, it's not a mischief.
Because you said now you're looking to garner a reaction from people.
People are wonderful, and it's not right for them to come at me like...
The officer begins questioning the man about why he is recording near a drive-thru. The man politely explains he is simply hoping to film a Cybertruck passing by, a harmless hobby. Yet the officer immediately reframes the situation as intrusive, comparing filming a business from public property to peering over a neighbor's fence. The cameraman calmly insists he is recording from a legal public right-of-way, but the officer repeatedly tries to redirect him, attempting to restrict his camera angle despite having no lawful authority to do so.
You are...
How am I coming at you? I've been nothing but respectful.
I haven't approached you.
Threat. Yeah,
but even to approach me,
we're in public. I can talk to you, right?
Yeah, but
so
sort of to some degree where I want to be left alone, though.
Just like these people want to be left alone, right, sir?
Yeah, but there's cameras everywhere. Can't be left alone when you're in public.
Okay, so to your logic, you said you should be left alone when you're in public. These people are also in public, right? You're saying when they get off the yard here.
But I know I can't be left alone. I'm walking on my way here. I was in like at least 50 cameras just to get here.
Okay, but so what are we discussing here? Are you discussing your ability, whether you want to be left alone, or the fact that
the fact that I can photo in public? I can photo in public because.
And you said your intent is to catch a Cybertruck. I understand that, right?
That's the main thing, because they look so ridiculous.
Okay.
I've seen a couple in Winnipeg, but not up close.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Like, the reactions I get from people are just ridiculous sometimes. And it's like, I want to catch that for my safety. Because if they come and attack me, then I have it on camera.
Who's attacking you?
Oh,
right?
As the discussion continues, the officer argues that recording reactions from the public constitutes mischief. The man clarifies that he records for transparency, safety, and documentation, standard First Amendment auditing principles. The officer keeps shifting accusations, suggesting the man is purposely trying to provoke reactions. The cameraman counters that public filming is inherently visible and that people's reactions are often unpredictable. The officer's narrative slowly escalates from concern to justification for intervention as he struggles to rationalize limiting illegal activity.
You're garnering a response.
I had like an 80-year-old guy give me the finger.
100%. He's allowed to do that, right? He can express
I guess
himself.
so, yeah, but in a way,
and you're intimidating him, right? By videotaping.
How am I intimidating? I'm just standing here.
So then how is he intimidating you? By giving you a reaction. That's what you're looking for on the phone, right?
No, I'm just recording everyone's reaction. It's like fun.
Okay. Well, people, like I said, so if you're trying to garner a reaction from people, right?
That's not my intention. I'm saying I'm recording.
That is what you said. You said your intention was to garner people's reaction because you think it's fun when they react to you when you're videotaping them, right?
Well, if they're going to be acting like that in the public, I'm allowed to record them.
If you're in public, like I said, 100%, you can do so.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with you with your ability to film in public.
And if the people act all silly, then
okay.
Well, why not catch that on camera?
I'm not saying that you can't record them if they're acting silly at you.
Well,
you're saying
for my safety, that's why I'm doing it.
I know, but what you're trying to do is trying to elicit a response, and then you're saying that for your safety you're recording, but the whole reason that there might be any threat to you is a result of people not being appreciated being recorded, which...
The officer introduces a new argument, self-imposed jeopardy, claiming that filming people creates its own risk. He suggests that any danger the auditor faces is caused by the auditor's decision to record openly. The man rejects this logic, pointing out that he is simply exercising freedom of expression while staying on public land. He highlights how society overreacts to cameras, but insists that being filmed in public is normal. This exchange reveals how officers sometimes create hypothetical dangers to justify unnecessary orders or detentions.
So this is what we call self-imposed jeopardy.
Well, if I'm walking down the street and someone's videoing me, I don't even look at them.
Okay, so if you want to walk down the street, I'm not going to stop you from walking away from here, sir. I'm not going to stop you from walking and videotaping. And I've never prevented you from doing any of that.
No, I understand your whole reason for coming here. People have called and said that they don't want to be recorded in public.
They didn't. And
then maybe put on a mask like I'm sort of, semi-disguising my identity. So maybe they should do that if they don't want to be on camera.
Okay. Well, but people don't have to wear disguises to feel like they should be able to be free to move around in public. Also, like I said, the Tim Hortons parking lot.
I'm not saying they have to do it. I'm saying if they
is not a public space. It's a private property.
I haven't been on their property. I've been at 7-Eleven. That's it, right here.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not. There wasn't a problem at 7-Eleven, right? The problem is here. Okay.
There's a problem here.
Yeah, there is a problem because people are complaining about it and they're asking you not to do that. Mm-hmm. So I'm having a conversation with you here. A pretty cordial conversation. I respect that. Well, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I haven't threatened you or done anything to you. I'm just explaining to you what the situation is. I'm asking you to stop filming the people on private property. And I've told you where you can go. Because if you're here for a cyber truck, if that's truly what you're trying to do,
do you know where they are?
You can walk down Portage.
Tension grows as the officer says multiple complaints were made by customers who didn't want to be filmed. The auditor argues that individuals in public have no expectation of privacy. The officer insists the nearby business is private property, even though the cameraman never stepped onto it. The conversation becomes circular, with the officer repeatedly demanding the man stop filming in a direction he dislikes. The auditor stays calm, explaining that he is standing in a legal public right-of-way and has every right to record anything in plain view.
You're going to see way more vehicles walking down Portage than you are going to get through the Tim Hortons drive-through. Right?
Yeah,
how many vehicles are going through here? 1 to 30 seconds?
I think I caught about 20.
20 Cybertrucks?
No, 20 vehicles.
Okay.
Yep.
And so what do you want to do with that footage?
Nothing.
Nothing. You just want to have it.
My phone ain't even recording.
Whatever you're doing with it, it's like I said, it's your prerogative to record or not record. Mm-hmm. I'm not taking the phone from you. I'm not telling you to stop recording. I'm just asking you not to record on private property, right? That's it.
I'm not going on the private property, but I can record it from a public right away.
You can record in the. Is there a reason why you're just trying to be difficult? I'm just asking you not to record the people.
I'm sorry, I'm coming off as difficult to standing up for my rights.
What rights am I taking away from you?
Freedom of expression. I'm allowed to photograph anything I can see in public.
You want to do that, right? Yeah. If you're walking by here, like I said, so let's say you're walking by here, And you video.
But my purpose is to catch a Cybertruck.
Okay, so there's better places to catch a Cybertruck. One, right? We can agree that there's way more vehicles traveling on Portage than there are here. So your ability to catch your Cybertruck when you're standing literally right at the corner of Portage anyways, you could literally point your camera the other way and not cause any problems.
See, I'll stand right here and point, and hopefully a Cybertruck will drive by.
But like you said, you were trying to elicit responses and reactions from people.
I said I'm trying to catch the reaction of people because I know they get all flustered. Like, what is it with the camera?
Right, because you're doing that, right?
It's not even on.
But they don't know that.
They
They
don't
just
know.
see you with.
Well, then
It appears like you're video recording.
They have to be educated that I'm allowed to do this.
Yeah, but not towards private property. So like my
That is
partner-
ridiculous.
Like it, they feel it's intrusive. Reporting it.
Well,
as-
it's not intrusive, but
It
they're
is.
in public.
It is. I don't know if that's recording or not right now. I wouldn't even know that. I just see what I see.
Right.
So they see the same thing. They see you're even telling us you're disguising your identity for some reason. So-
The officer's questioning becomes increasingly intrusive as he asks for the man's name. When the auditor chooses to protect his identity, another lawful right, the officer becomes visibly frustrated. He claims the business no longer wants the man on their property, despite the man never entering it. The officer then starts issuing warnings: move to Portage Avenue or face arrest. Even while acknowledging filming in public is legal, the officer tries enforcing personal preferences as law, revealing a misuse of authority rooted in discomfort rather than actual violations.
It's ridiculous. I don't want to be out here being seen doing this.
You don't want to be seen out here doing this,
That's
right?
right.
Right.
So
So why is it you don't want to be seen doing this?
Because society deems this as abnormal.
So what is it that you're trying to what is the point you're trying to prove here, sir?
And I'm allowed to do it.
Okay, so are you truly here for looking for a Cybertruck, or are you just here
Yeah.
to try to prove a point that you can do this?
I'm hoping to catch a Cybertruck because I told you they just look ridiculous, and I hope it's wrapped in a different than the stainless steel because they should really force people to wrap them. They look so ugly. Yeah, they are.
Not a great looking vehicle, but again, like I encourage you by all means to try and capture a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Just do so on Portage, all right?
Okay, I'll go stand on Portage and hopefully I can catch one.
Yeah, you can go stand on Portage.
Thank you for your unlawful directive telling me to move over here, but I will. Maybe I should get your name and number.
You're right, and I'm gonna get your name. We're having interaction. What's your name, sir?
I go by the abbreviation of BORD.
You go by the abbreviation BORD.
Yeah,
That's your last name or first name?
that's just my nickname.
Okay, let's start with your first name, then, sir.
I prefer to have that kept private.
Yeah. Well, you speak with the police,
Mm-hmm.
so you can start with your first name and your last name.
That's a negative. Sorry, officer.
Okay. Well, then you can move along.
Yeah, I will. I'll go to Portage, like I said.
You can go to Portage and we'll have that. You can go stand over there. But if you're going to continue to point the camera here, we're going to detain you or arrest you for causing disturbance, right? Because you're causing a disturbance, you're causing problems, right?
So I can only focus on Portage, right?
You can focus on Portage as much as you want.
Okay.
Like I said.
I just want to get in the shade here because it's kind of hot, you know. All right, so my unlawful requests are that I cannot film this way,
I'm telling you not to film into a private.
but that's not lawful though, right?
All right. It is lawful. This is their private property, right? It's the same thing if you enter their property. They
But
can
I
they
never
can remove
entered
you-
their
they
property,
can remove
though.
you from the property, right?
yeah, I can't point my video cameras from my house in my neighbor's yard. It's illegal.
Well, why would you do that though?
There you go. You just answered your question.
This is public.
Yeah, stop it. I'm not going to stop you. Go ahead. Videotape what
This
you
is
want
this is
to
a business who always rips me off.
Okay,
Every time I go here, they rip.
The cameraman continues standing within his rights, explaining he is only filming for public awareness and personal safety. The officer, unable to justify his demands legally, resorts to threats of detainment for causing a disturbance. When the man requests disengagement, the officer stays, insisting he is free to remain because it's public, ironically contradicting his own arguments about the man's right to film. The officer's reasoning becomes inconsistent, highlighting how subjective interpretations of disturbance can be misused to suppress lawful activity.
Me off.
So then don't do business here anymore, sir.
Well, I'm trying to. You're infringing on my rights to film the drive-through of this business
I'm not infringing
from a
on-
public right of way.
I'm not infringing on your rights, Matt.
Okay, then I can film.
You said you wanted to catch a Cybertruck. Catch a Cybertruck. If that's what you want to do.
See if I can see one.
If you're doing it this way, you're not trying to film a Cybertruck. You have a very different intent.
Can you disengage from me now, sir?
You can walk away anytime. It's a public place, right?
But I'm free to stay.
So am I, right? Both of us are free to stay.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. You don't mind if I reach in my pocket for a cigarette?
Sure.
Oh, that wasn't an insult. That was the wind, eh?
It was. Accidents happen.
I can reach for a smoke.
Yeah, you're not. We're having a conversation, man. I haven't put you under arrest. You're not. We're having a conversation. And I said.
But it's like when I reach into my pocket, you could feel like a threat or something. You know?
I haven't taken you. I haven't done anything, man. I have a conversation with you so far, right? That's where we're at.
How long is this conversation going to take place?
I'm standing here. You're free to go whenever you want. I said right from the beginning, you could walk down that way if you want to go. You can go wherever you want to go. No one's stopping you. You're not welcome on Tim Hortons property.
Why? Why am I trespassing right now?
They don't want your business and they don't want you on there. Feel free to enjoy your cigarette. All I've asked you is just not to record that into the private property, okay?
This is ridiculous, folks.
Okay. So, I've asked you a couple times not to videotape the people there. You continue to do it.
I've been floating, copying you sitting in the.
You can videotape me all the way on, but I've been watching you as you've been videotaping the people here. You keep doing it. So right now you're going to be under arrest for mischief. Yeah, you are going to be under arrest for mischief. Put your hands behind your back.
Despite maintaining a calm demeanor and documenting everything, the man is ultimately arrested for mischief, a charge clearly rooted in the officer's personal irritation rather than any crime. This moment demonstrates the consequences when authority operates without accountability. The documentary closes by urging viewers to know their rights, record public interactions, and support transparency. It emphasizes the importance of public oversight and encourages citizens to stay informed, stay vigilant, and continue documenting encounters to ensure abuses of power are exposed and challenged.